Hello everyone, my name is Jared Pixley, and I'm uploading this video to let you know that I am running for President of the United States in the November election for 2028. I figured I'd get a start early so I had plenty of time to build up steam, since I'm sure no one out there knows who I am. So this video is mostly an introduction of myself. I will post later videos about actual issues and my take on current news stories involving the government. Like I said, my name is Jared Pixley. I am, I guess, an average person. I work I guess so it's not really a regular job. I'm kind of permanent on call in an ER to do suicide watch. They call me when they have a suicidal patient, so the hours are irregular. I typically work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., so I guess that puts me on a different schedule than everyone else. But like many people, my hobbies include reading, chess, video games, and I like swords. I like anime. I like Mountain Dew. Please sponsor me. So yeah, I consider myself an ordinary person. I also have a deep love for this country. In the recent months, I've seen things kind of go in the wrong direction. Our economy is starting to fall apart. Faith in the government is at an historic low. U.S. citizens are being rounded up and deported to other countries. There's a lack of respect for our law enforcement, mostly because they're deporting U.S. citizens to other countries. And I think someone needs to step in to fix things. And I'm not one to shirk responsibility. So as I was thinking that someone needs to step in and fix things, why not me? I'm willing to throw my hat in the ring. I'm willing to, pick up the hoe. I will volunteer to step in and fix things if you guys will have me. We need to fix our economy. We need to fix our image in the eyes of other countries. Our allies no longer respect us. Some of them no longer like us. Because we've thrown them under the bus. We've violated our treaties. We've broken faith, broken alliances. So that's another thing that needs to be fixed. So I have a book available on Amazon. It's Pixie for President 2028. It's just $10. Proceeds will go to support my presidential campaign. As I say in the book, I'm not a millionaire. I don't have millionaire friends. I don't have any PACs or super PACs behind me. So I am running this campaign on a shoestring budget. So any contributions will be greatly accepted. I guess to clarify a few things, I am running as an independent candidate, so I will not have the Democrats nor the Republicans behind me. I am more of a moderate to centrist. I want to be the bridge that pulls the two sides back together. As I discussed in the book, over the past few decades, we've seen a greater and greater divide between the two parties, as both have espoused more extreme viewpoints. The far right and far left have gained more power over the years and pulled the country apart by the seams. So I want to be the one in the middle, pulling both sides back to get things accomplished. And to be honest, as president, I can't really accomplish anything without the help of Congress. It's the way the balance of powers works. No one part of the government holds all the cards. So I'll need Congress and the Supreme Court, to work with me to get anything accomplished. But so, I guess politically, like I said, I am independent. I am moderate and centrist. I do have some views that are more left-leaning, some views that are more right-leaning. I believe in the right to bear arms. I will defend, that right. It is a right that all Americans have. However, to make sure that we maintain that right, I do believe in common sense gun laws. I think we should have universal background checks. I am personally against abortion. I do not believe in taking the life of any living creature. However, I will not force everyone in this country to the same standard as myself. And I believe that there are times when abortion is necessary. There was a 14-year-old girl in foster care in Florida that was raped by her uncle and got pregnant. The doctor said that she was not physically capable of giving birth. Attempting to give birth would kill her. She petitioned the government of Florida, as she was a ward of the state, to get an abortion, and they denied it. So I think that we should have a national law allowing abortion in cases of rape and incest and medical necessity. This case in Florida, it was a case of rape, incest, and medical necessity, and they still denied her. And I'm sorry to say, I don't know what happened to her after that. But I hope she's doing okay. So, I want to fund Planned Parenthood, as we have seen studies over the last, I don't know how long they've been around, 50 to 100 years. It is in my book. But there have been studies done, and the percentage of people getting abortions has gone down as the number of Planned Parenthood centers across the country have increased. And as Planned Parenthood is that, they help people plan being a parent, I believe that there is a correlation between the two. And so to prevent people from needing abortions, I want to educate them. Let Planned Parenthood do its main job, planning. What else? I am a defender of our military. And I am against having a drunk who has at least twice, violated the U.S. Espionage Act as the Secretary of Defense overseeing our military. I find that shameful. I believe cabinet members should be people that are qualified to do the jobs under them. And at the moment, I see very few cabinet members that are qualified. They're just people who are willing to kiss the ring. What other? I believe in taxing the rich. Everyone should pay their fair share. Why are the working class paying more taxes than Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Donald Trump? Of the income tax filings that we've actually seen, that the few that were released by Donald Trump, he paid $700 a year in taxes. How much have you paid? Like I said, I'm working class, and those are the values that I would take to office. I believe that is one of my biggest qualifications. I am one of the people. I am not some elite millionaire, billionaire. went to private school, has been sheltered from the real world all their life, and think they know better than everyone else. No, I grew up working. I've had a job since I was 16 years old. I've experienced homelessness. I use public health care. I work in an ER, so I see real people, with real injuries. Well, that's another story. So if you want real reform in government, vote for me. So a link to my book and to my campaign social medias will all be somewhere in the description or in the channel description. They should be easy for you to find. Feel free to follow me. Feel free to message me if you have questions. Subscribe to get more videos from me in the future. And I'm just doing a few right now to get started, but as time goes on and the campaign gets more serious and I get more followers, I'll start putting out even more. So feel free to comment below anything. I will at some point read the comments and reply. There's a lot of work getting the campaign started, and maybe I'll do a video about how much work it is to even start the campaign, and all the downsides of being president. If that's what you want to hear about, comment about it. I will talk to you again soon. Have a good day.